So you're both inside of this one, and these guys are done. It's Burin's turn. He's inside of this thing.
2 guys, 1 water.
And Zelendor and Tessero are left out here like, hi guys.
So, how's it going?
Yeah. Come here often. So there's no like tricks or gimmicks. The only way is to brute force your way out. Like I couldn't like hit one of its teeth or something.
Well, if you have any sort of like powers that you've been sitting on waiting to use, I would use them now.
I'm trying to see.
Remember, you have like what is it? The Noglamir effect moves you against your will along the ground. You can use your. No, that doesn't help.
Pierced by many arrows, setting up sound effects, fighting perspectives. Oh, that one seems kind of nice.
I will let you use that and escape his bite.
Yeah, like say shatter a tooth or something.
There we go.
There it is.
All right, so it's the first attack, and then this is the second attack. So is that 63 damage?
Yeah.
All right. So Tessero, you see a Burin explode out of the mouth of this thing, and his sword is bent in half.
Is he covered in like yellow liquid, like Drax?
Drax, yeah, totally. Yeah. Yep. All right. So Burin is essentially unarmed, covered in goo, and laying in front of this thing.
You hear him mutter the phrase, "Oh yeah."
All right, Tessero. So the one on top is very damaged. The one on the bottom is not quite as damaged, but pretty well damaged.
So if these things were incapacitated, could they just kind of climb out of their stomachs?
Yeah, with the right amount of prying and prodding. Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
The worms are unaffected.
Alright, well, I'm going to cast Healing Spirit. A Goldberry appears, or just a spirit of Goldberry. Goldberry.
So what happens with this thing?
Basically, whenever someone enters it or starts their turn there, then it heals 1d6. But I used a level 3 spell slot, so it's 2d6 instead.
So did you cast this instead of Hypnotic Pattern?
No, it's a bonus action.
Oh, okay. All right, so guys, this whole scene gets way more trippy. Goldberry shows up and starts dancing around and healing people. All right, let's advance this here. So Tessero's done. Marloman, you're up.
It's the Crystal Caravan, not the Crystal Cloud.
I'm going to twin a Bolt of Dark Energy.
Well, twinning is so you can hit more than one creature, right?
Yeah, so it's going to do the glow one I'm in, and the one that's hurting most of the cloud. I think it would work, right?
Well, you can't really.
You need to be able to see them.
Yeah, you can't really see the other one.
What if I shoot a hole through it?
Just kill the one.
John hates me right now. Do you have any other spells?
Yeah, Chain Lightning's gone. It didn't work. So.
You sure Chain Lightning didn't work on these guys? Let me look.
I thought it was someone else. I thought it was like the undersea monster, underwater.
Well,
well, hold on. I will tell you. All right. So they're not immune to lightning, but they are resistant to lightning.
Not ideal.
But you're right. It was the Kraken that was immune. All All right. Only the top one survive. Only the top one passes, saves. So you guys, as more Loman. So I'm going to describe this from Burin and Tessero's point of view. Burin comes exploding out, and he's covered in goo, and he's laying there on the ground. And then this like gold-haired fairy starts dancing around, whistling, and then all of a sudden, this worm right next to him, floating barely on the Allura Male, the front of it explodes as lightning comes out of the front of it and starts drifting away from the path of dreams. The lightning comes out and hits the one right above Burin, actually behind Burin, and it hits the one to the top too. So let's roll damages now and see what happens to them.
Oh shit.
So it killed the one Morloman and Faradir are in, and that actually starts like floating away. Let's see, 49 damage. That means, all right. And then the top one takes, what is it, 20? Okay. Oh, all right. So the top one is dead too. So in one turn, there's only one left, but John and let me use your character's name. So Morloman and Faradir are actually within maybe jumping distance of the Path of Dreams. Like they're kind of like floating away.
Am I gonna move?
Yeah. Yeah, you could. Well, you have to. I don't know how this is going to work. I guess we'll say there's a hole in the front of it now, so you could jump out of it. So be very careful with this. You can do. I'll let you do athletics or acrobatics, whichever you're better in.
If I fail, am I falling, or if I just?
We'll deal with that when that comes. Yeah. So we'll say, ooh. Yeah. So okay. So you guys see Morloman, like as he's jumping out, he like lets this lightning fly. It, like he like comes out of the exploded hole and ends up like bumping one of the teeth and like starts floating off the Path of Dreams. So he's out here. And John, you start seeing, you've been on Arda for a long time. Arda's Earth, essentially. And you've been here maybe longer than some of the Valar. And so you've seen the rising of the lamps, the rising of the sun and the moon, the birth and the death of the trees, the reshaping of Arda, the great wars against Morgoth. All of this starts flashing before your eyes, and you see history, different parts of history start like coming at you and like passing by you, and you can tell that this is actually more than just memory. So we'll leave it at that for now.
I'm tripping.
You're straight tripping. All right, Azellendor.
So my strategy's simple, I guess. I'm just going to turn this beam right around on that dude.
All right, you guys. Faradir is in the mouth of this thing.
Can anybody else the guy that can build walls?
That's
I can.
Morloman.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe build a wall for yourself.
Need to build a wall. Glowworms are getting out of control. Fantastic.
Well done.
All the glowworms, they love me.
Goldberry, keep dancing. You're doing great.
I say we hold on to one of them. Fucking
Like,
bring
bring
it
it back.
as a pet.
Like, what's that movie? Tremors? They like bring it back and they
Oh, gross. The Valar are going to be so pissed at you.
look who we found.
All right, Azellendor. So you guys are watching Faradir slowly like float away. And we'll say you're another 6 seconds away.
And
You can jump. DC is going to be little. I didn't give John a DC, but we'll say this is probably a DC of 17 at this point.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Can't we just leave now?
You
There's still a glowworm alive.
and there's somebody that's not on the path of dreams with you. If you go through the portal, he won't come back with you.
How do we grab him?
I'm thinking I grab this basically dead glowworm and swing it.
Sounds like what could go wrong.
I mean, it's the best idea we have, unless like Groot can become alive.
What's your
Did you hear when I said you heal 4, by the way?
Yeah, I got it.
Morloman is 2 rounds from basically disappearing into well, I don't know how to describe it really, into history, into the timeline of Arda.
Anyone have a rope?
I think at this point Tessero should just shoot him with an arrow tied with a rope and just like reel him in.
I can use Thorn Whip. It'll damage him, but pulls him 10 feet towards me.
That would work. But this glowworm is going to go first. So he will attack Burin.
Fucking go.
Hit. All right, and then when he rolls over on you, he does 23 bludgeoning, and his stinger does 28 piercing and 39 poison. You need to do a con save, and you have advantage on this.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and the 39 poison is obviously halved for you too. So Faradir is floating away. Or no, I'm sorry. Morloman is floating away, and there's one worm right next to you.
Okay. I'm gonna stab this worm in the face. Yeah.
With what is the question?
Oh, my sword's fucking broken,
You
isn't
have
it?
another axe that's just not magical. You can also punch it.
The thing's really close to death. I almost just want to, like,
You can punch it. You have
can I just grab it and swing it? Like my ladder idea? It's the best idea for Tessero to just shoot him with an arrow and pull him back.
Well, I mean,
Why not both? I'm just gonna punch this thing in the face.
punch
I know.
doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Don't you have another axe?
Yeah, I do, but it's not magical here.
I thought you did have a magical axe. You just have not.
Hammer hand? No.
What happened to it?
He shattered it at one point.
Seems like a good idea.
Yeah, and then he just had the regular axe, and he's like, well, this sucks. I'm gonna grab the life-stealing sword.
Okay.
No, that's shattered too.
Let's hope you get that axe next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't shatter that one. That's Burn's final weapon.
All right, both of those hit. Okay, go ahead, Tessero.
I'm gonna use Thorn Whip.
Don't hit him too hard. How much you got left, John? 68. Okay.
Yeah, 60 something.
So 19 is hit.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So roll 46 damage, and you want to pull him back in.
I take 46 damage.
Yeah. No, 4d6.
Okay.
So you take 9 damage.
Yeah.
And you.
And then also you heal 8.
All right.
You only take 1 damage, really.
So is anybody going to initiate sort of the follow through of the portal? You going to say the word?
Also, the Thorn Whip, when I'm in Guardian form, is just the Groot thing that he does where he extends his arm.
Oh, nice. That is awesome. All right. So you guys summoning are you essentially?
No. Why did we fucking kill this last one? It's so close. Come on, I've already punched it twice.
All right.
All in favor, say
It's
aye.
looking like a true raging dwarf. Let's just grab Burn and leave.
Come on, man. I could totally kill this giant freaking death worm.
Oh, fuck, there's 2 more. God damn it.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
There's worms everywhere. I really want to kill this worm.
Alright, so Burden's like trying to punch the worm, and we just grab him and pull him through the portal.
John actually, as his feet are touching the thorn, like Groot's hand pulls him onto the portal. As soon as he touches it, he says Mbar-Ndor, and you guys appear in Ilmarin.